Hello kids, how are you all? I hope you all are safe and happy. We are back again with a new chapter. During lockdown period, you might have read in newspapers or you might have just observed that the mother nature was breathing. There was no noise pollution, very few vehicles and no factory wastes. So the rivers were getting pure. The sky was getting brighter. And the animals, they were surprised. Do you think that animals or birds, they can talk and have a discussion? Come, let us now see in this chapter how they are going to fight and they will get a lesson too. Let's start. English Standard 6, Unit 2, Amazing Animals. This unit is about some of the amazing animals that share our world. What animal shape do you see? I know all my students know this answer. This is a butterfly. What words do you find in the shape? I can see fly, color, blue, black, cocoon, caterpillar, and many more words. I want you all to find these words. Battle in the jungle. Once upon a time, all the animals that walked on land and all the birds and insects that flew in the sky began to quarrel about who was the smartest and strongest. At first, they spoke softly. Then slowly, they became angrier and louder. The tigers growled and the wolves howled. The birds gave loud cries and cackles. The insects buzzed as loudly as they could. At last, an old parrot said, "Stop shouting. Let's not waste our time and energy in talk. Let's fight." The animals laughed at the bird's idea. Students, we have already understood the meaning of quarrel in our first chapter, which means to have an argument. All the birds and animals, they were having arguments. At first, they were talking politely, but later on, they started to have a fight. Then there is a description of how tigers, wolves, birds and insects, they made noise. Tigers growled, which means they made harsh sound. Wolves howled, that means they were shouting in disapproval. Birds gave loud cries and cackles, that means birds were making loud and harsh sound. The insects buzzed. Meaning of buzz is low, vibrating and humming sound. When there was a lot of chaos, finally parrot said that instead of shouting and wasting time, let's fight. All the animals, they started laughing. What do you think, students? Why were the animals laughing? Animals were laughing because they considered parrot a very small bird who is not strong enough to fight. "What?" said the lion. "Can you fight us?" "Don't be foolish. I can bite harder than any one of you." The elephant said, "I can lift a whole tree and fight you all at once. We will easily defeat you." "Will you?" said the parrot.
We will see about that. Get ready to fight us. The lion became the commander of the animals. The parrot became the commander of the birds. Students, in this paragraph, lion made the birds realize about his sharp teeth and how he can bite harder, whereas elephant also boasted about its power of lifting trees at once. Animals assured the birds that they can easily defeat them. But still, parrot warned them and asked them to get ready for a fight. Now, commander is a person who takes the responsibility. So this means that lion took the authority of animals and parrot took the authority of the birds. The lion called all the animals together and gave them a drill for practice. They marched for long hours. He gave them a lot of good food too. The poor birds did not have good food and they did not practice. Instead, they had a meeting with their friends, the insects. Students, drill means training. So, the lion gave all the animals training and instructions. They did a lot of practice. Also, nutritious food was provided to the animals. Whereas on other hand, birds were determined, but they were not having good food or any practice techniques. So they went on for a meeting with their friends. And who were the friends? They were insects. Let us now discuss few new words. Quarrel, angry disagreement. Mane, long hair from the necks of certain animals. Battle, fight. Sting, to hurt with a sudden sharp pain. Roar, to utter a loud, deep, rumbling sound. Spy, to watch closely and secretly. Students, did you find more new words? Write them to help you remember them. And then we will discuss the new words in our next session.
I hope students you have understood the chapter till now. The chapter is going to get even more interesting. See you soon in our next session.